I gotta tell you, it's so incredibly fresh in here. The smell. Fragrance, we'll call it a fragrance. It's just absolutely incredible. Little creature home there. We live in a beautiful land. I never take it for granted. Greetings and salutations, everyone. This exploration was planned well before the calamity that the Earth is facing at this time. Of course, I speak of the virus that is sweeping the world at an astounding pace. Some of you will take it serious, others not so much. We take it very serious. Any excuse we have to get out of Dodge for a few days is a good one. Our hearts are heavy at this time. Now, before I get too deep into sorrow, let's talk about what we're doing this time around. We're heading to Big Bar Road outside of Clinton, a 72-kilometer road made entirely of dirt and gravel. The snow has melted, it's a little mucky, but it's a great drive, and a place where some suggest Sasquatch is very active. So, let's go. This is the spot, and the setting was made right there. Right there. Like so many other locations in British Columbia, there have been sightings of Sasquatch in this territory. Often, these sightings are a glimpse of something. Other times, they see it crystal clear, something they can only describe as it was a Sasquatch. Now, why come to us? One, we have many industrial connections, and they know we have a keen interest in the subject. Therefore, they choose to tell us over an investigator, although we think they should talk to a dedicated organization that investigates these reports. After all, we are explorers, and that's it. Along the way, we see incredible things, like the Redneck Ranch, old homesteads long deserted. And as we get to the Fraser River, we'll spend some time here, have a lengthy conversation with colleagues, friends, about the Sasquatch, and as you can see, the territory is very desert-like, and perhaps not conducive to Sasquatch habitat. Time to head out. The drive, a long and slow one, as the road is not without its hazards. After a long winter, the melted snow has created muddy sections and areas that are definitely sketchy. There are signs reminding us to beware and take care. So, caution is the order of the day. Incidentally, on this trip, we mounted a GoPro on the dash and recorded almost the entire trip, which of course we will share with you at a later date. This area is fantastic for photography. We stopped many times to capture images. As for it being Sasquatch territory, well, that's possible. We saw no definitive signs of anything out of the ordinary. And what do we have here? Obviously, animal tracks of unknown origin. It is important to note when the snow melts, the tracks will appear larger than they actually are. Case in point, the snow is melting here. And where do those tracks go? They lead up to a hydro transmission corridor. What made them? We're not going to say a Sasquatch. That would be a giant leap. We often come upon tracks we can't definitively say what they are, therefore they're unknown. Yet we will never state to you, those are Sasquatch tracks for sure. Up here, you'll come across these old homesteads, people's dreams that faded with history. Time to head back now, to leave this great place. Onto the road,
It's a little chilly.
where the dirt meets the asphalt.
A little bit chilly.
And back to Lytton.
All musical selections on the program have been curated by Bill Kelly. He is abiding by the requests of the New York State and city governments during this COVID-19 crisis and no longer will be tripped.
We were a little surprised at how few cars are on the road, but that's fine. There's some crazy drivers up here. Breakneck speeds, passing on corners, that sort of thing. So, with us traveling at 80 clicks per hour towards Lytton, we didn't realize what we would come upon. And of course, we know spring is leading to summer, and things like this happen. Not this early, though. We are just outside of Lytton and we've come upon this fire. It is a forest fire. Cause, who knows, but it's ramping up. So we are just inside of spring 2020. And we have a forest fire. And we have heard there is more than one. The size we can't determine because it's up on a hill. What you're seeing is about a mile away from us as the crow flies. So it's substantial fire. Get a closer shot now. We are happy to report this fire was brought under control relatively quickly. But for the summer of 2020, there is a great deal of trepidation. If you live in and around the forest, as many of these folks do, there's a great uncertainty as well. Compounding that with the virus spreading like a wildfire, you can understand the fear people are feeling. We can't predict the future. We can tell you this. People here are resilient. They live their lives like it's their last day. They believe in living. Fear is spreading like the virus. In the South, well, do I have to tell you? You've heard the media. So when Southerners travel to these parts, there's a fear of them as well. Are they bringing the virus with them? Our suggestion? Keep a low profile, keep your distance, and respect people's privacy, and respect the land of northern British Columbia, where the Sasquatch may or may not be. So when we traveled to Lytton, we could not find a place to stay. We had to go farther south. In fact, we had to travel past Boston Bar to find a place to lay our heads. And then we returned up towards Lytton and went up to Lillooet. From there, we headed down towards Pemberton. That's next time on Monster of the Woods, the Sasquatch in British Columbia. For now, we leave you with these images of the incredible land that makes up this province, the province of British Columbia, located in the sovereign nation of Canada. Thank you for watching, and please remember, take care, be safe, and above all, eyes open, cameras ready. Over and out.